everyone, I'm Denise Salcedo, and with me right now is Ivy Nile. Now, Ivy, you have been absolutely killing it from NXT over to WWE Raw, and now you're on the main roster, you're doing your thing. I want to first ask you what it felt like for you to get that call-up, that moment that said you're going to WWE Raw.
You know, I think everyone in this business, we're so quickly to move on, you know, on to the next city, on to the next thing, on to the next show. But I really wanted to take in that moment because I wasn't going to get it back. So I knew that that time where you watch Raw every single Monday night and then you're on it, it's just a whole nother feeling. And so I definitely wanted to relish in that moment and, you know, be in the present.
Yes, and you know, it's so nice that you were aware of that because like you said, so many people, you get these big moments and you forget to celebrate them, but you made sure to do that. I love that. So was going to Raw what you expected, or what have been some of the challenges for you?
Yeah, so you know, you go from NXT, from being in the same place at your hometown, you're at the same venue every Tuesday, and now it's a new city, new venue every single week. The travel is a little intense, and, you know, but traveling is awesome. You know, I get to find all these cool gyms along the way, and, you know, all these venues, and so many, like, the people is 10 times more than NXT, and, you know, it's honestly awesome.
I love that. I love how you're like finding all of these gyms around the world. You should like make an Instagram account or something focusing on gyms.
I might do a vlog about it. Yeah.
Like these are the top 10 places where they have the best gyms.
Yes, for sure. I got to remember because I'm going to go back to these cities and know which gym to go to. So
Exactly that. You know, speaking of gyms, I feel like everyone has a gym pet peeve. What's yours?
Oh my gosh, a lot. But you know, even I don't know, this is to each their own. If you do this, I'm sorry. Like, it's just a pet peeve of mine, but like girls who have their hair down.
Really?
Like
not working out?
Yeah, I'm just like, put it up. Like, it's time to go. You know, I don't know. It's just like little things like that. Or even just like people talking to me or telling me to do something. Like, I don't know, like just like people who like tell me like my form is wrong or something. I'm like, leave me alone. I don't know.
Have you seen me?
I was like, I know what I'm doing, but that's okay. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, I feel you on those, by the way. Both of those definitely make a lot of sense. Now, Ivy, so, you know, let's get back to Raw. You had a really awesome match with Rhea Ripley. Talk to us about maybe how you felt heading into the match and how you felt coming out of it.
You know, I didn't really know what to expect out of myself because I was like I think my first championship match I've ever been in, and, you know, it was with Rhea Ripley, and, you know, you really don't know what to expect out of yourself, and I think she didn't really know what to expect out of me either, which played to my advantage. And, you know, going into that, and next thing you know, I was going toe-to-toe, and I knew that I had to bring whatever Rhea Ripley brought to the table, I had to bring it the same amount of energy. And the fact that I went toe-to-toe with her, and, you know, I think I've been her biggest obstacle. I think a rematch is in place, so yeah, we'll see.
Yes, exactly. Like, I feel like seeing you against Rhea Ripley, I was just thinking like, oh my God, who is this woman? Like, she just went out there and you really truly kicked so much butt. It was very impressive to see. So you should be very proud of that match with Rhea. Now that you're on the main roster, who has given you some of the best advice, or who have you been like learning from the most?
Let's see. So, like, there's some people in NXT, you know, like, NXT is such a huge part of my life, and there's some girls up here who have been in NXT, and, you know, the journey, like, Shayna, you know, going through NXT, and Zoe, and some people like Casey and Kaden, you know, like, I just really, like, they've been through it. They've been through the NXT journey, and they've been up here on Raw for a little bit, so I'm just soaking up every knowledge, any kind of advice. Yeah, just being true to who you are, remembering who you are, and bringing that to the table. So
I love that. I seriously love that. Now, Ivy, I've been seeing some of the videos that you post on social media, and there's times where I'm like, how did she do this? What does your workout schedule look like? Like, what are some of the things that you do to make sure that you stay in like impeccable shape and are able to do these like very strong things?
Gosh, recently, like, I'm trying to figure it out because of training, like, and traveling and stuff. So, you know, like I said, I'll find gyms on the road, and I just make sure that, you know, I stay true to who I am, and, you know, I've done this my entire life, and I'm not about to change it up just because, you know, life gets hard, like, so what? So yeah, I mean, I do a bunch of, like, the bulk of my training at home. Like, I lift with my husband a lot, and we work out almost every single day that I'm home, and it's a bunch of CrossFit training, some bodybuilding, some endurance stuff, and then on the road, I'm just, like, kind of maintaining, because we're gosh, we burn a lot of calories on the road. So like, and I'm not like, you know, I'm very disciplined. So.
You know, being disciplined, oh my gosh, I'm so jealous of you. It's such a great skill to have, such a good characteristic to have, because it's very, very hard. And people who are disciplined, they deserve those rewards, man, and that acknowledgement. Ivy, so, you know, I do also want to get into the fact that, like, not only are you, like, this is what we know about you. We know you're a wrestler, you're a great wrestler, you're really great with strength and all of that. But who are you outside of the ring? Who is Ivy Nile when you're not working out, when you're just relaxing? Like, what are you into?
So some hobbies that I do, I love to go out on the lake and wake surf. I love surfing. Honestly, I love like doing a lot of outside things. I love being out in the sun. I live in Florida. I have a dog. I have a husband. So like my life outside is just very normal. You know, I think it kind of shocking to everyone. Like I live a pretty normal life outside, and you know, I think that's the beauty thing, you know, about wrestling is like I have this normal side to counteract with my wrestling side. So yeah, I'm pretty normal.
I think it keeps you sane, by the way.
So if I was wild outside at home, I'd be like, I don't know where I'd be. So
I love that. All right, my last question for you is goals. You know, what do you have for this year that you're just like, I really want to make sure I accomplish this?
Yeah, so you go from, you know, getting moved up to Raw and like the endless amount of opportunities there is, like all these premium live events, like we have Elimination Chamber coming up and Mania, and like all these things that I didn't think that were possible are possible now. And it's so awesome to, you know, like I didn't know if they're in reach and now they are. So it's amazing to see that what kind of opportunities come up. If I'm starting off strong with day one with Rhea Ripley, I think I'm looking pretty good.
Hell yeah, I love that. And the Royal Rumble coming up. I mean, it's just like nonstop, There's so much good stuff. Well, Ivy, I love chatting with you. Thank you to everybody who tuned in. We'll catch you guys on the next one.